is Roy with TCSN and today's world news. In France, they recently thwarted a terrorist attack. In France, they arrested 4 people, one of them pledging allegiance to ISIS. They were making a TATP bomb, the type of bomb used in the Brussels and Paris attacks. France has been under a state of emergency since the Paris attacks, and has many investigations leading to the thwarting of the recent bomb making. The suspects were arrested in 3 separate cities. Now on to Nick with national news.
Thanks, and now on to national news. Trump is making more statements that are ticking people off. Shocker. Speaking at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa Bay, Florida, Trump rattled off a series of strikes carried out by Islamic radicals. He included 9/11, Orlando club shooting, Paris, France, and Nice. Trump threatened the press, saying that they weren't even reporting attacks now. He said there have been so many attacks that the press doesn't report them anymore. Trump implied that media organizations have other motives to bury coverage of such attacks. Trump provided no evidence to back up his statement. Trump also blamed the dishonest press for downsizing the size of his inauguration. While he was at MacDill Air Force Base, he talked with and ate lunch with enlisted personnel. One of Trump's main points was he was going to strengthen the military and get new ships for them. So, Trump is complaining about the unfair and dishonest press. Apparently, they won't report attacks and are going against him. Trump is trying to strengthen the military and telling the press to be honest. Now on to Katie with Science and Tech News.
Have you ever been out to eat with a friend or a family member having a casual conversation and meal? We all have. But have you ever been dramatically triggered by the sound of them breathing or chewing? Maybe you have, but you might not know because most people dismiss it for being overly sensitive when it might really be a condition called misophonia. Misophonia is when the sound of someone slurping coffee or crunching an apple leaves some people seething. It's a much worse reaction than what a person without the condition would react to. 20 affected people and 22 unaffected people were tested. Researchers played neutral sounds such as rain falling, annoying sounds such as a baby wailing, and sounds that were known to cause distress in people who were affected with the condition. An MRI showed that people with the condition reacted much more dramatically and that there was more activity in the emotion processing part of their brain. The people affected showed increased heart rate and skin conductivity, which are the same kind of responses you experience when you're in a flight or fight situation, such as facing a wild animal or a public speaking engagement. If you're feeling dramatically triggered, don't push the feeling aside. It could be an actual condition. But everyone else, be careful not to breathe or chew too loud. Now on to Abby with good news.
Thank you, Katie. Now for good news. Cristiano Ronaldo saved 80 dogs in a shelter just by a simple signature. An animal shelter in Portugal holds 80 dogs, which were saved after a financial struggle went from helpless to a miracle. This shelter was in desperate need of help. It was only a matter of days before these dogs would have nowhere to go. One of the volunteers, who allegedly had connections within the Ronaldo family, reached out for help. Expecting nothing to come out of it, they were amazed when the soccer superstar sent them a signed Madrid jersey for auction. This jersey will sell for thousands of dollars because Ronaldo is one of the best players in the entire soccer league. This shelter has continued to house over 80 animals because of this simple gift. That's all the news for this week. Thanks for watching this episode of TCSN.